a bad motherfucker. All I know, he's
I'm starting it now.
No, put up.
And I'm going to start recording audio right now. Shit! No, it was supposed to be.
It was. See, we can take from that now, and we can try to perfect it. We need to put some work into this, Peter. We can't just improv the whole thing. We got to make it, like SNL. You know what they do? They write a skit. This is a commercial. It's. We can make something under a minute, and we could actually try to write it and make it hilarious.
Okay, you know what? You know what we're gonna do?
Record it.
You know what we're gonna do?
You know what? Fuck that.
We're gonna come back to this.
Okay, but don't put this in the podcast.
Okay, I might take it out.
You what? You're just like, fuck it. I'm not gonna go back to that. I'm just gonna leave it in.
Fuck it. I do what I want. So Joe, how was school? How's school been?
School has been a lot.
It's been a lot.
Been a lot.
A lot of what?
A lot of homework and a lot of stuff I don't want to do.
How's school been for your sister?
I don't know. She does pretty good. She always does what she's supposed to do, and she gets good grades and whatever, so she's fine.
Saint Mary, right? No, wait, Mother Mary. Shit.
No, not Mother Mary.
What is it? Isn't it Saint Mary?
Well, yeah, Mother Mary, I guess you could say. Mother Mary, Mary was Jesus' mother, so you're supposed to be the mother of us all spiritually or something.
Something like that. You got a boyfriend?
Yeah, Joseph.
Really?
What? Oh, Mary from the Bible or my sister?
Your sister.
No, my sister doesn't. I thought you were talking about the Bible. I thought it was a joke. I'm sorry.
No, but
no, she doesn't have a boyfriend.
You almost had one.
No.
I know. I already told Joe this a little bit ago, but yesterday I was in class and I'm in this English class and it's full of colorful people. Not
what?
Meaning people with colorful what's the word? Personalities.
Yeah.
Even though, half our school's black, that's not what I meant. I mean anyway, there's this one guy who hits on every single girl. Oh, God, I think he hits on me too. Because he's always walking up to me, and he does this thing where he walks up and he's like, "Hey, what you said in your speech there, you did a really good job with that." And he just kind of gives me a thumbs up, and he walks away, right? But we had a break, and I walk out, and I see Joe's sister, and this guy is just sitting across from her, just talking her down, right? And it was just like, yeah. I had to walk up and be like, "Hey, man, you shouldn't be talking to this guy, I did that old, like, Uncle Peter thing, right? Where I came in and I'm like, "Now, listen here, sir, you should not be talking to this young woman of
what happened anyway?
voluptuous qualities." What happened was she was just kind of sitting there, and I kind of did this thing where I said that, and he was like, "Yeah, do you know this girl?" And I'm like, yeah, yeah, I really know this girl. And he's like, "Oh," and I'm like, "Come on, go." I did that kind of wave hand thing.
Are you serious?
Where I was like, "Come on, go," and he took off, and then I sat there next to her. I felt like a protector. I felt all good. It was pretty badass.
Just come on. Don't even try to be nice.
Just, hey, I was a step away from going, "Now, I hope you don't mind, but I would love to take back my seat. I didn't see you sitting here before. Well, I had to go run and do an errand. I would enjoy to sit next to my wife, please." It was a step away from that.
Oh, yeah, just yeah.
Oh, well, I'm sorry, sir. I didn't mean to be. I was just warming up the seat for you. I really didn't mean to.
That's
Sorry.
it's okay.
Sorry. Do you need? I'm sorry. Do you need a foot rub? Do you need a back rub? Do you need anything? Oh, I would just like my seat back, please. It's like, oh, okay. Hey, son. Stop speaking so hard, but just do one thing for me. What do you need, son? Scram.
Scram.
Get the fuck out of my sight.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was that. That would be the more modern day term.
That would be more.
Scram is like a movie from the 1950s. Scram.
Hear me,
Jimmy.
hear me, boy. Scram. No, but it was a fun moment. But so we're sitting up there, we're waiting. Because I had a whole bunch of equipment in my car for camera equipment, and I wanted some help. And who's gonna help me carry it? I know. So I'm sitting there waiting. Well, no, I was thinking about that actually. I get out of the class and I'm sitting there thinking like, who's gonna help me carry all this? And then I saw her sitting over there and this guy, whatever, and I was just like, I know. So I go up and I'm sitting there and I'm asking like, hey, where's your brother at? And she's like, oh, I'm waiting for him to, get here. And I'm like, and she's like, I'll just wait here until he comes. And I'm like, he's sitting downstairs somewhere saying the exact same thing. Just sitting there like, oh, I'll just wait here until she comes. And it's like, you guys are doing this game where you're trying to wait each other out, but you don't even know it. Right? So then eventually I was like, well, he's probably sitting down towards the parking area, drawing or something. So I was like, let's just go meet up with him. So we go down. And we almost make it out to the garage, and I'm like, wow, he really might not be here. And then as soon as we got to the corner to turn, you just whip around the corner. You were like flying. There was like wind behind, leaves were flying in and a vortex behind your back. You were moving.
I didn't know I was moving.
You were moving. And I think you were kind of mad because you were like, God, you got to the point where you were just sitting there and you're like, oh, I'll just wait her out. And then it's like 15 minutes later, and you're like, God damn it, where the hell is she?
What happens is, I waited, and then I actually was like, oh, I bet she's waiting in the car. I went out to the car. She's not in the car, and I'm like, shit.
Yeah.
And I come back in, and yeah, I'm walking probably. I'm speed walking, I suppose.
Yeah. But anyway, we brought her back to the car, and then I had you carry this equipment up, and we get the equipment up in the room, and I left my backpack and shit in your car because I didn't want to carry it with me because I had a lot of equipment, and I thought I'll just walk back down with you. And I had to ask the camera guys who let you have the equipment. I had to ask them a few questions. And Joe has this thing where if he feels his time's done,
Oh, come on.
what was that noise? Joe, did you hear that noise? No, that was Joe just leaving. There was a puff of smoke behind me. I was like, what the fuck?
I was waiting there I waited there for a couple minutes, and I'm like, I'm kind of seeing like,
Yeah,
you're exchanging the stuff in, and then you give it back. And
Joe's not used to the idea of saying bye to people and then going.
Yeah, buys are too.
It's like
buys are too awkward.
He
I just
leaves.
like to leave.
He leaves when you're talking to a person, like you do when you're on a phone. Like usually, I even say bye on a phone, but I'll be sitting there and I'll be like, "Okay, so then I'll see you then," and you're like, "Yeah," and I'm like, "Okay, see you, man." Son of a bitch, he did it again! God damn it!
Well, I don't know. I hate goodbyes. I hate goodbyes.
Cause what if I say goodbye?
No, no.
And I never see you again.
Yeah, that is exactly why. They're just too painful, so I have to just not put myself through that. It's not easy.
I had him come out. To my graduation party. At my graduation party, all I wanted there's all these people came, and there's this one person I wanted to see, and you ended up coming out. And we were sitting around the fire, and I said something funny, and I'm like, "Isn't that right, Joe?" And I turned around, and where the fuck was Joe? He was gone. I think I heard your car go, as you drove. Well, no, it went.
Isn't that right,
It
Joe?
went. No. It went. I think I didn't even hear that. I just went
Oh, you think it was the Prius?
of the wind going off.
Yeah, it's just the wind.
God damn it! You did it again. No, but so I had to chase you down, to get my shit back because I knew you would have just taken off, and I would have been like, "Fuck, I don't have any shit with
I
me."
forgot you put your stuff in. See, I've got really bad memory too.
Yeah.
Short-term memory.
I think
so-
everyone does, including me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Either way, yeah, I apologize for my what do you call that? Inconsideracy.
Something like that
Sure.
of the sort.
Well,
Indeed. But moving away from that, there was one other thing I wanted to talk to you about. And it was I was actually really quick. It was something my boss told me, and he said, what did he say? He said, oh, I was talking to him about Breaking Bad, and he said, so did you hear what happened in New Mexico after the end of Breaking Bad? And I was like, what? He's like, in the obituary section in one of the cities, they put a picture of Walter White and then a whole thing, spiel on Walter White.
really?
In the
In the
obituaries.
actual.
Yeah.
That's great. That's just.
I don't know why they would, because we haven't given away what happens to him on the show, because why would we do that? But I mean, yeah.
Oh, you just said it right there.
No, I didn't.
Oh, we can put that in there.
I'm
though.
putting it in. I don't give
Fuck,
a shit.
You know what?
You know, we've been talking.
You should have seen Breaking. If you haven't seen it by now, you're hopeless.
You're
right?
hopeless. It's like the Bible.
No.
If you haven't read it by now, you're hopeless. Yeah.
That's so true,
Yeah.
isn't it? It's not the other way
Yeah.
around. Believe me.
Yeah. Hey, Peter, what do you know about the Bible? Well,
Well,
there was
boy.
this, it's a bunch of short stories done by a load of different writers, which we have no idea who are, and who people have been.
Ooh, they were all who were inspired by God.
They were inspired by God, and it talks a lot about rule, and it it used to be this idea of an eye for an eye, but then everyone's like, well, that's too harsh, so let's change it to let's love everyone, and now it completely contradicts itself all the time, because it's like, hey, you have the right to stone a woman for doing this if she comes into town with her period, but hey, black people, and then it's like, what was it, like abortion? He says no to abortion, but I mean, why don't we stone women anymore? That's my question. I mean, that's what I think about the Bible. Yeah, that's what I got from the Bible.
Yeah.
Oh, so you read it? Okay, cool.
Yeah, no, you probably read more than most Christians have.
Yeah, definitely. Do Christians actually read the Bible, or do they just go in church and just like,
No.
Amen?
Yeah, I would just love to get just fucking stoned or drunk and go to one of those churches where they're pumping people up, Then I would probably get into
Praise Jesus.
I would probably walk out of there with a
Praise
deep
Jesus.
spiritual experience,
Ooh,
Then I would
Jesus.
come down from my high and realize it was all.
It was all a dream.
Yeah.
Nothing really happened in Breaking Bad. He just had a bad dream because he was turning 50. I didn't give away the ending.
I think that would be awesome.
Yeah, because, I mean, if we were to tell people the actual ending, if that was the ending, I still think that thing they did with the cockroach was awesome. What do you think?
What cockroach?
The cockroach and the apple at the very end? So much symbolism, of the apple being like Newton and cockroaches being like cockroaches.
What?
Yeah, it's amazing.
You know
what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, no, that. Yeah, that is so deep.
I agree.
It was so deep.
It was so.
It was so deep. I can't even
describe it.
Yeah,
It was,
I can't even put any input about it at all.
Because it was
It's almost like I didn't see that,
It-
or it didn't happen, but it did.
but it did
And it was-
happen.
It actually did.
There's just nothing to say because it was so awesome.
Okay, well, I think that ship has sailed. What's next?
Where are we going with this? I don't know. There's one other thing I wanted to show. I keep saying that, don't I? Hold on, I wanted to talk to you about one more thing. Hold on.
You're like that guy.
Let me talk to you about one more thing. Hold on.
Yeah, get that one guy. He's just one more thing. And he does that every episode, like 20 times.
Let me see if I can
Always
find
got
it.
a big cigar in his mouth, and he's always walking around with a little notepad that he whips out of his coat. He's got that messed up eye.
Fox News. Fuck Fox News. I hate Fox News. But I'm gonna look at the story.
Fox
anyway.
News, fair and unbiased.
Okay. Well, I don't know if I have.
You're a Republican.
Okay, here it is. Hold on a second. This is taking forever to load. Okay. But what I wanted to
10,000 small businesses.
what I wanted to talk to you about was
It was the first program that really brought together.
okay, what I wanted to talk to you about was Boy Scouts in Utah got so bored they got into some
More
foolishness.
trouble for a
man.
Boy Scout leader who's under
They got into some major foolishness.
This is what I'm talking about. Some funny shit here.
No, I got to show
Oh,
you
no.
this. Hold on.
Serious?
Let's watch this. This is here.
investigation for knocking over an ancient rock formation in Utah. He's now facing questions about a lawsuit he filed just weeks before toppling that 2,000-pound rock. In case you haven't seen the video, here it is.
Wiggle it just a little bit.
First a song, then the hilarity.
When Boy Scouts get bored, what do? Hold on.
Just a little bit.
Wiggle it just a little bit. Like how he gets scared.
They were trying to tip it over.
Yeah, they were tipping it over because they were bored.
Oh, so that was like.
Those are millions of years old.
First a song, then the hilarity.
So why does it matter?
Experts say that formation survived 170 million years. That is until the last.
Can you believe? I like how he says that. That formation survived 100 through floods, 70 through fire, through dinosaurs, through the ocean, million fucking stupid years. And what is its that rock was sitting there and it's like, there's nothing that can stop me. I am bulletproof. There's nothing that, and the only thing to come get it and destroy it are some fucking bored Boy Scouts.
Wiggle it.
Just a little bit.
They were trying to tip it over, weren't they? That's the whole point.
Yeah. That's
Why does that? Are they seriously making a big deal out of that? Like,
Well,
like
yeah,
they've
but-
tainted the history of Earth now.
I like how he says this.
First a song, then the hilarity. Experts say that formation survived 170 million years. That is until the laughing, high-fiving Boy Scout leader came along. Oh, by the way, former Boy Scout leader.
This guy's just sitting there like, these dumb motherfuckers. God damn.
I mean, this is hilarious. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, are there designated areas where you are not allowed? I mean, what if a strong wind came through there? I mean, if a Boy Scout,
Then it was natural.
I mean,
But is it natural, Joe?
So what happened?
Is it,
Listen to-
Joe, is it
hold on. Hey,
natural?
hey,
Is it natural? Because, I mean, global warming could have kicked up the wind current, so then it would have been man-caused anyway.
Well, the climate change and glaciers and stuff like that, and the whales. So fuck you.
God wanted this. What if
It
that
was
was
an act of God.
What if, that's as natural as it gets? Because they didn't use a car, they didn't use a truck, they used a man. So it's like God's like,
That's right.
I don't like that rock.
Inspire man to go push that rock.
I send my disciples.
It was the will of God.
It was
That's the thing. Anything that happens in the world, if you are a Christian or a religious person, you believe God intended that. And that can be a great thing, and that can be a really bad thing. Because hilarious shit like this can happen, and you can be like, God has got a fucking sense of humor. You know what I mean?
Nah. I just think it's so funny that, jeez. I mean, they would make a big deal about it.
What was there like a plaque sitting underneath that specific rock? Or
No.
was it that entire field was it the 170?
Yeah.
How about I go and I shovel?
What if I move this? What if I take a shovel and move this dirt from here to here? Oh!
Right. 200 million years. Blah blah blah.
The casino land. Oh, that was
I mean, how about when you start when you pave up and you make a parking lot where there was once grass and ground and rocks and trees and you cut down all the trees. I mean, it's the same thing.
You know what?
Maybe it was like that
Just a
for.
little bit.
And there it goes. So.
I think God was sitting.
1,000-pound rock.
I think God was sitting up there like when he screamed, and he was like, "Dumbass."
In case you haven't seen the video, here it is.
Oh, this is great. This is. I don't know what to say, man. I think it's funny.
That's all there is to it, or does it go on?
It goes on.
By the way,
Former. God looks at him and he puts the words in his mouth. He's like, I don't like that rock. So disciple. And then he's like, yeah, push it.
Wiggle it just a little bit.
Even God got scared and he was just like,
Oh, because it broke.
yeah. Well, they were trying to do it.
First a song, then the hilarity. Experts say that formation
He sounded like Tosh.0 when he said that. First a song, then the hilarity.
I kinda understand that a little bit.
170
Know why they're angry?
million years. That is until the laughing, high-fiving Boy Scout leader came along. Oh, by the way, former Boy Scout leader.
Former.
Boy Scout leader
I
said
like how-
the rock was not safe, that it might fall on one of his kids, so he pushed it over. No hilarity. Either way, we're learning.
Well, I think.
Maybe this guy's God. I don't know. He's acting kind of like it.
Yeah, I know. These guys got I don't know if it's just the agenda these guys have to push, but why the fuck is this guy pissed off?
Yeah, look.
What the fuck's his problem? This is good. This
Look
is
at this.
funny.
Look at this laugh he has here. Listen to this.
Fall on one of his kids, so he pushed it over. No hilarity.
No hilarity.
I didn't even catch that the
Either
first
way,
time.
we're learning the guy who pushed it over had filed this personal injury lawsuit last month after he survived a car crash. But he didn't do it just days or weeks or months after that. He filed that claim 4 years later.
Oh, he's fucking up now. I'm losing connection with the devil or God, whichever anyone is.
The man claims that crash left him disabled, even though he seemed to have very little trouble knocking over that giant rock.
Oh, come on.
Wow!
Fuck you, dude.
Wow!
He was leaning against
Dicks.
he was leaning against a rock behind
just
it.
wiggling it a little bit.
He was wiggling it and it fell. Come on. You can't.
What was so great about that formation if one guy could come and
And
fucking
it was
push it over?
No.
No, listen to me. One injured guy.
Yeah.
One injured guy finally could push it over.
Yeah.
That
I mean,
wasn't very strong, was
well,
it?
it's like this. I mean, now, if it was Mexican hat, you know what Mexican hat is?
No.
It's a rock formation that naturally formed like that which it's I think like 3 rocks, and one of them is a huge one that looks like a Mexican with a hat. You know, so it's like 3 rocks, and they called it Mexican Hat. They have a great swinging steak place out there. If you're out there in Arizona, it's great. But anyway, or maybe that's New Mexico. I don't know. It's one of those places. But anyway, it's out in the desert. Now if a guy came over and knocked that over, if he did it by hand, I'd be like, well, shit, I guess that was meant to happen. But if they took a car and rammed it into it until it fell, or they took a crane and knocked it over for fun, that would be a big deal because that's a huge landmark. But this thing, it's like, yeah, it weighs like 20,000 pounds, but it's like you wouldn't see it because it's right next to a big, beautiful mountain landscape, and there's this little rock that a guy's gonna. You know what the problem is?
What?
They videoed it and put it on YouTube.
Yeah.
That's the problem here. Let's listen on a little bit more.
But his attorney says the rock video does not prove anything. He says his client may be recovering, but that he still suffered pain in the past. Let's bring this to a lawyer. Rosemarie Arnold joins us now, live in studio.
Wow. Do these people have anything fucking better to do with their lives? Really?
There's production. Like, this isn't just the news. He's gonna. He's like Alfred Hitchcock walking into rooms. He's just like, and now we walk into the next room, which we see the lawyer. Yeah.
I don't know what you can get for knocking over an ancient rock formation, but I mean, you can get the ire of a lot of folks, I'm confident.
Absolutely. But when you're talking about a case like this, if you're going to present a case like this to a jury, what kind of jury is going to believe that you
is going to believe in what you're doing? Like, honestly, are they going to believe that you are innocent? And listen to me. Are they going to ooh, my nail. Fuck. Okay. No, I'm just kidding. Nah, I'm being bad.
Whoa,
no.
man.
actually had back pain when you were able to
that's
push
bad.
that 2,000-pound rock the way you did? And forget about the fact that you could push it. After he pushed it, what you couldn't see on the video is he did a little wiggle dance.
Well, he had a song.
Man, you can just kill a motherfucker for anything.
This guy,
He did a little whittle dance. Like, let's see what he does here. Look, he's leaning against the rock. He knocks the rock over.
And if you're in that much pain, even if you think someone else is going to be in danger.
That was the dance. Did you see that?
Yeah, he kind of jumped a little bit.
And it's such an emergency.
I don't think he left the ground.
Look at let's go back here for this dance that she speaks of. Watch, he's gonna high five the guy. Guys, you gotta look up this video. It's about just type in Utah Boy Scouts and you'll find it out.
Even if you think someone else is going to be in danger, and it's such.
Did you see that?
He lifted up his arms.
He lifted up his arms like he was doing like a chicken like a chicken dance, but
an emergency, and you have to push that rock to save the little boy.
Hey, look at me! I didn't fight you.
When you're done, you're going to be in pain. You're not going to be.
This isn't real news. What is
So there are
this?
questions about this lawsuit,
Wow,
whether it's frivolous.
Well, the fact that the guy.
I feel like they should be discussing like. So, what do you think about? Do you think it was right for America to come into that country and blow up this place? And do you think it was a wise decision? But no, they're not sitting there talking about, important shit. They're sitting here talking about a guy pushing over a fucking rock.
Dude, it was 170
had pain 4
million
years
years
ago
old.
is very.
I mean, that rock.
You know what? This is Fox News. They shouldn't be pissed at all because they don't even believe that the world's that old. So I mean,
Yeah, they only believe the world is 6,000 years old.
is it 6,000? I thought it was like 100,000.
Nope, 6,000.
Wow.
Possible. It's going to be very difficult to convince a jury that he has pain now.
As for, I guess what the charge could be.
This is just it's not worth
I like how she just kept nodding. Like, are you gonna say something? Are you gonna say something? Yeah. Okay, you're saying something good.
Some sort of mischief or whatever for knocking this rock
Does this guy kind of look like Matt Damon when he's gonna get older, though?
formation over 170
He does, doesn't he?
Yeah.
million years in the making?
Fox Damon.
What we're hearing is
How many Damons are there? There's Meth Damon. There's Matt Damon. There's Casey. No, wait, that's Casey Affleck. Shit. Never
Is
mind.
that in Utah, the authorities want to charge these guys with a criminal act. Now, this could be considered in that state criminal mischief. And in Utah, you could go to jail for criminal mischief. It can be depending on the value of the property.
What are you in for, pal?
She's explaining this, and and they're just looking at this rock thing. Yeah. What are you in for, man? I killed my wife. I killed my son. I killed my dog and my fish. How about you? Pushed over a rock.
Yeah. Yep.
That you destroyed, it could be a second-degree felony. It doesn't have
Second degree.
That guy deserves
Second degree, yeah. He deserves the
lethal injection.
lethal
I
murder.
think- I
This son of
think-
a bitch. God, he pushed over that rock. He killed that rock. Did you
That-
see that
that
rock,
rock-
falling? It was going.
It was 170 million years old, and he just killed it like it was nothing.
Yeah.
Like it was a rock. Like it didn't even have feelings, or
Yeah.
like it. You know,
God.
some people are.
At least he
so-
didn't pick it up and throw it. Jesus.
Might as well.
Might as well have got. I mean, obviously he could have, because he's obviously not hurt, because he could do a little dance. So why didn't you just pick up the rock and throw it too, to just shove it in? Or maybe they just shut off the camera before then. I don't know what to say. Oh my God.
anything to do with intent. It has to do with the value of the property that you.
Fuck, I can't watch this anymore. God damn it. That's ridiculous, dude. Oh shit, we're at 48 minutes. Fuck.
You're cutting out like the first 20 though, right?
Yeah, that's true. But maybe we should move on a little bit. Well, I think that's time to move on to the next segment. What do you think?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll be back in a minute with the bets, but here is some music. we're back. By the way, welcome to another episode of Dodge It. I knew I forgot something. But now we're going to jump on to the next segment, which is about... Actually, you know what? Hold on a second. There's one other thing I wanted to say. You know what? I'll tell you some other time. But Joe. You know what time it is?
Could it be time for the bets?
Goddamn right.
That's a bad motherfucker.
Yes! It is time for the bets, my man. It is a good time, too. It's an interesting week, and what we do is we play a game. This is what the bets is. And we go from number one in the box office is number one, of course, and number two would be number two. And what we do is I give Joe 4 numbers in the box office, and then I give him 5 movies to choose from so I can screw with him because I'm evil. And it's going to be interesting this week. Are you ready, Joe, for your numbers?
I've been ready for this my whole life.
All right. Well, this is going to be something interesting because I am going to not do... I'm going to give you... this is what I'm going to give you. I'm going to give you number 3, number 4, and number 3, number 4, number 12.
Holy.
And number 1. Okay?
Okay.
So number 1, number 3, number 4, number 12. Okay? And your films that I'm going to give you are going to be Captain Phillips, Carrie, Escape Plan, Machete Kills. Hold on, Captain Phillips, Carrie, Escape Plan, Machete Kills, and Gravity.
I knew it.
Okay,
Escape Plan isn't on the list.
hold on. Now, before you go jumping, I want to explain it again. So you got... Now, let me explain what's new, actually. What's new this week is Carrie and Escape Plan. Okay?
Who's in Escape Plan?
Escape Plan's Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sylvester Stallone escaping from jail.
Oh shit! Never mind.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was
So
in
hold
it.
on. So this is what it is. Those are new, but then we have Machete Kills, Carrie, Escape Plan, Captain Phillips, and Gravity. That's a load of shit. And we're jumping from 12 to 4 to 3 and to 1. Okay.
So one of them could be better than 12, and that's why it's not on the list. This is fucked. I'm never
this
gonna
is
get
the... But what I'm trying to say, I'm gonna give you something interesting here. I'm gonna say... Actually, you know what? Never mind. I'm gonna give you... Hold on. Let me X this out. Let me give you something easier. I'm gonna give you number 12, number 4, number 3, and number 2. Okay?
Okay.
And the films I'm gonna give you are Machete Kills, Escape Plan, Carrie, Captain Phillips, Gravity.
Gravity's number 1, though, isn't it?
I can't say.
I think Gravity's still number 1.
I can't
It
say.
has to be, because Escape Plan, was there a lot of rage for that?
No, but that's the other thing. So you got Machete and Escape Plan, 2 shitty,
They're shitty.
joke films. But it's the question of, now Machete dropped down pretty far last week.
So Machete...
It dropped down to number 4, I believe. So.
Oh, well, and you gave me...
But
So
did
maybe
it drop down, or did Escape Plan open at number 12? So what's number 12, my man?
Machete Kills? Wait a minute. What's not on there then? Where's Captain Phillips gonna be?
I can't.
You see what I'm saying? I mean, there's a lot.
Let's just go in order today. Number 12.
Machete.
Machete Kills is number 12. You're correct. Machete Kills dropped down to number 12, and it is fucking sucking. It made 1,000,000 to 12. It made $1.2 million this week, dropped 68%, and it has made a total of $6.5 million. And it's been in the theater for 2 weeks, and they don't have the price that it costs to make, the budget on it. But what I've been hearing, I looked up on some stuff, and it's between 20 and 25 million. So
That was kind of
pretty fucked. The joke is up for that film. I don't know. I'm not surprised. I really didn't actually like it that much. I was really kind of disappointed. Actually, I don't know why, but I was expecting something far better than what I received within the first Machete film. I saw things that were beautiful and things that had potential, and when I walked into Machete Kills, I was expecting more of the same, but I got is rubbish. That's what I got. Now we're going to jump all the way up to number 4, which... Should I read your choices again? Let me read them real quick. Carrie, Escape Plan, Captain Phillips, Gravity.
Was Captain Phillips on the list last week?
Yep.
What was it?
Number 2.
So one of them is not on there still, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's Carrie, Escape Plan, and Captain Phillips.
What you have is these are the movies.
2, 3, and 4?
Yeah. 2, 3, and 4.
Did I have 4 movies?
Mm-hmm.
What's the 4th one? Oh, Gravity.
Gravity.
Well, I'm still assuming Gravity's number 1. So
What's number 4?
It's either Carrie or that other one.
It's not a fucking answer. Come on.
It's shit. I don't even want how much.
Come on, just spit it out.
I'm wrong though. I don't want to be wrong.
Spit it out. Spit it out.
Okay. Just what?
Just come on.
What were my options again? It's
Okay, you have Gravity, Captain Phillips, Carrie.
Can I guess that Gravity's not there?
Yes.
And I'm all right.
Yes.
Really?
I can't say.
What? Well, all right. This doesn't help me anyway. Carrie, Carrie or I'm sorry, Carrie or what's the escape plan?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, are they really? I don't know. Carrie, fuck it. I don't. That's wrong.
Yeah, you're incorrect.
Carrie's not even on the fucking list.
Number 4 is a new film, and it is Escape Plan, and it made about $10 million this weekend. And it doesn't have the budget on here, but I'm sure it cost about 20 to 30. And it is its first week, so which brings us to number 3. I don't want to spend any time on Escape Plan. You know, it's nothing special. It's just Schwarzenegger and Stallone doing the same shit that they were doing in the 80s, but it's not going to work anymore. It's the truth. So, number 3.
Oh shit. Carrie.
You're correct.
Really, Carrie?
I really thought you were going to get that one wrong because you overanalyze stuff sometimes. But Carrie's new, and it made $16.1 million this week, and it cost $30 million to make. So it's doing okay. I think it's one of those things that it's not doing great, I guess. I mean, I think they were thinking it would have hit maybe 20 because they had a lot. This is one of those movies that I've seen posters for like 2 years ago. I ain't shitting you. Like it's been, I feel like maybe I'm wrong, but I seen a poster. Like I saw a poster for it a long time ago, and I'm like, what's that for? And I was like, it's Carrie. I was like, oh. Because it didn't even have the name. It just showed the girl's face with blood all over her, It was just like, oh.
Was it? But it was new.
It was new.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
I guess all the kids are going out to see the new one. But which brings us to the big thing, which is
2 is Captain Phillips.
God damn it. I was gonna try and build it up. You're correct! God damn it. I was gonna act like there was a fighting chance that maybe gravity could have dropped down.
No, it wouldn't. It's
No,
impossible.
No, it's impossible. It's inconceivable. It's God's plan.
It's God's will.
It's God's will for that to be that way. Well, Captain Phillips is on its second week, and it has made $16.4 million. It dropped 36%, but that's nothing big. It made a total gross of $52.5 million, and it cost $55 million to make. Something special.
Doing all right.
Yeah. So, and that's it. No, I gotta read off Gravity. I gotta read it because it's special. This is special.
Did you see it already?
No, I haven't. We're me, you, and Alex are still planning to go see it.
Oh, good.
So, Gravity. Can you guess how much it made this weekend?
What did Captain Phillips make again?
16.
Oh, well, then it's got to be something like 19, 25, 3, 22. 100 million.
Higher, lower than that. Higher than 22.
30, 26.
Okay, you said 30. Okay, it's $30 million this weekend. It's still
third week?
third week.
Well.
It hasn't been below. I think the first week was 50. I can't remember. Maybe the next week was. It's up there, man. It has made. Okay, the budget was $100 million. In 3 weeks, it has made $169.5 million.
If it costs that much to make, it better do pretty well.
All that IMAX money, man.
IMAX.
Oh, it's crazy. Well, there you go. That's it. We have it.
So I got 4. No.
I don't know.
4 out of 5.
I'm kind of wishing those two would kind of drop down a little bit, or something else would come out. So, because if nothing else comes out, I swear those two would be at number 1 and number 2 for like 5 weeks in a row. Jesus, it's getting ridiculous. You know what I mean?
That's kind of the way the Butler was, wasn't it?
Yeah, Butler was up there for a long time.
Well, no, it makes my job easier for guessing this.
I guess so. I gotta mix it up. Maybe we'll have to change the game next week. But anyway, that's it. There you go. That's the bets. So I guess we're done now, huh?
Thanks for your ears.
Yes. Okay. Well, are we ready to say bye? Just end it.
Good night. Good night, everyone.
Good night. Good luck.
That's a bad motherfucker. All I know, he's a drop some shit now.